What's going on, YouTube? Thomas out here. With Lady Gaga getting tons of award recognition for her role in A Star is Born, since I saw A Star is Born, and I think Lady Gaga gave one of the best performances of the year. I mean, she was terrific. Now, she's not the only music artist who also had good performances in movies. So I decided to do my top 10 favorite music art, like best movie performances by a music artist. Who, of course, like music artists, of course, best known for doing like music and all that. And so they decided to transition to acting. Some are pretty decent, some aren't that decent, but it is what it is. But anyway, let me do my list of my top 10 favorite movie performances by a music artist. That being said, here's my list. Coming in at number 10 is Beyonce for playing the role of Etta James in Cadillac Records. This is a really good little movie. Beyonce really embodied the role of Etta James. You also had Adrian Brody as Leonard Chase. Jeffrey Wright was really good at playing Muddy Waters. Columbus Short was in this as Little Walter. You also had Mos Def as Chuck Berry. But Beyonce in Cadillac Records, I thought was amazing. I think there could have been an argument to be made that she could have gotten a probably like an actress nomination at the Oscars back in 2009. That's how good she was. She, like I said, she really embodied Etta James. Now, Beyonce's been in other stuff like Goldmember and even Dreamgirls, but this is probably the best performance I thought she ever gave. Oh, and speaking of Beyonce, I'm kind of looking forward to see her, or I should say, hear her in the Lion King adaptate, like the new Lion King remake coming out. So keep your eye out for that. But yeah, Beyonce and Cadillac Records was amazing. All right, coming in at number 9 is Mariah Carey for Precious. Of course, I could have gone with Glitter, but I'm actually going with her as in Precious. I thought Mariah Carey in Precious was really good. She played like a psychiatrist to the Tyrell, who is played by Gabrielle Sidibe. I thought Gabrielle Sidibe was amazing in this movie. You also had Monique, who gave a really darn good performance in her part. Now, Mariah Carey, of course, done movies before Precious. Glitter ain't one. Glitter is kind of a little bit of a guilty pleasure of mine, but it's still not that good of a movie. And she was also in Mariah Carey was also in You Don't Mess with the Zohan, and she also had a role in The Butler, and of course Mariah Carey is one of the best music artists of all time. And I thought Mariah Carey, acting in Precious was just amazing. She could have probably got maybe like a supporting actress nomination, but of course Monique was one who got nominated and won that year, so. But still, Mariah Carey was still good in Precious. All right, coming in. All right, coming in at number 8 is David Bowie in Labyrinth. God, I miss David Bowie. That guy was a music legend. And of course, he played the role of Jareth in Labyrinth. And I thought David Bowie in Labyrinth was off the hook. I thought he really gave a good performance as the role. Now, if you guys still haven't seen Labyrinth, it's a classic. It's an '80s classic tour. That's worth checking out. Like, it's a good fantasy film. Jennifer Connelly was also in this. Like I said, Bowie also gave a pretty decent performance. And David Bowie did other stuff as well, but this is probably his like better film performance he's done. All right, coming in at number 7 is Jennifer Hudson for Dreamgirls. Now, Jennifer Hudson actually won an Oscar for her performance in this. And this film also had Beyonce in it, by the way. And I thought Jennifer Hudson was amazing in Dreamgirls. She really played the character well. She had good chemistry with Beyonce and Anika Nani Rose. Also, Eddie Murphy was in this. Jamie Foxx. Yeah, Dreamgirls is a really fantastic movie, and Jennifer Hudson did an amazing job in this. If you guys still haven't seen Dreamgirls by now, check it out. It's a really good little gem. All right, coming in at number 6 is Michael Jackson for The Wiz. Now, Michael Jackson, of course, played the role of the Scarecrow in The Wiz, and I thought Michael Jackson was an amazing Scarecrow. The makeup on him was fantastic. He had really good chemistry with Diana Ross and the actors who played Tin Man and Lion. Michael Jackson never really done any major films after this. He did that Moonwalk movie, and also he had a cameo in Men in Black too. But him in The Wiz was just fantastic. Now, actor Elijah Kelly actually played the Scarecrow in that live televised of The Wiz. He was good, but he was no Michael Jackson, that's for sure. Because Michael Jackson really embodied this role perfectly. Of course, he sang really well. Come on, Michael Jackson's the king of pop. Of course, he sang really well. But yeah, Michael Jackson, The Wiz is just amazing. If you guys still haven't seen The Wiz, it's kind of like a retelling of The Wizard of Oz. You got like Diana Ross as Dorothy, Jackson as the Scarecrow. It's really one of my favorite musicals of all time. It's not like as good as The Wizard of Oz or anything, but it's still really good. All right, coming in at number 5 is Prince for Purple Rain. Man, I miss Prince. That guy was a legend, and what he did in Purple Rain was fantastic. We don't talk about the sequel. They did like a sequel for this. It's really terrible. I can't remember the name. That's how forgettable the movie is. But Purple Rain is where it's at. Prince did such a good job in this movie. Of course, he sang the title song for the movie. Purple Rain, classic song. I actually saw Purple Rain back in theaters in 2016. Because Prince passed away that in that month, and AMC would decide to re-release the movie in like his honor. It was pretty cool seeing Purple Rain on the big screen. That was a cool experience. And Prince, he definitely lives on. Like, I remember hearing some dumb rumors about a remake of Purple Rain. No, I'm all good for remakes, but a remake of Purple Rain, no. That cannot work. Anyway, coming in at number 4 is Jennifer Lopez in Selena, where she played the late Spanish singer Selena Quintanilla. I always mispronounce her last name, but Jennifer Lopez as Selena was amazing. This was kind of a breakout film because she's been big with the music industry in the 90s. And I think she started in the late 80s, I believe. But Jennifer Lopez was amazing as Selena. She really embodied the role perfectly. She sang perfectly, just like Selena did. And Selena is a really sad movie. If you guys watch Selena, maybe bring a box of tissues because you probably will tear up below. But anyway, Jennifer Lopez as Selena is just wonderful. I think there could have also been an argument to be made that Jennifer Lopez could have probably gotten like an Oscar nomination for her performance in this. Anyway, coming in at number 3 is Whitney Houston for The Bodyguard. Now, Whitney Houston was dynamite, and I thought she was really good in The Bodyguard. She had good chemistry with Kevin Costner because Whitney Houston pretty much plays like a singer who ends up falling for her bodyguard, played by Kevin Costner. Now, this movie is just amazing. Whitney Houston actually sang the main song. I will always. I think the title is I will always love you. I always forget the actual name of the song. I know the lyrics, but sometimes I always forget the actual name. But The Bodyguard is a really amazing movie. If you guys somehow still haven't seen The Bodyguard, check it out, and because it's really good. All right, coming in at number 2 is Cher from Moonstruck. Now, this is now Cher actually won her an Oscar for her performance in Moonstruck, and it's really good. She worked with Nicolas Cage, who did a really good job. Now, Cher has been in other stuff as well. She was in Mask, Mermaids. She was just in that Mamma Mia sequel that just got released. Cher is a dynamite. She's an amazing singer, and she's actually a really decent actress. And she really proved herself in Moonstruck. I mean, she had some pretty good lines in Moonstruck. She had a good performance in it. If you guys still haven't seen Moonstruck, it's fantastic. All right, coming in at number 1 for my favorite movie performance by a music artist is Eminem for 8 Mile. Eminem in 8 Mile is just fantastic. This is kind of like his breakout film, if you will, and he was amazing. His song "Lose Yourself," believe it or not, was actually the first rap to win an Oscar for Best Original Song. Here's a little tidbit for you. But anyway, Eminem was like, the guy's a legend. He's pretty much one of the best rappers of all time, and he really showed us the straight in 8 Miles. He gave a really good performance. He did some really good music in this. Some of the rap battles in this movie is awesome. But I'm still hoping he does another movie. I mean, he had like cameos and stuff like Funny People and The Interview, but he never really acted like had an actual acting performance since 8 Miles. I hope we'll see some sort of major film comeback by him, because I'll love to see Eminem like act again in the movie, because he's just terrific. And if you guys still haven't seen 8 Miles, it's awesome. But that's pretty much it for my 10 favorite movie performances by a music artist. Let me do the rundown. Number 10, Beyonce for Cadillac Records. Number 9, Mariah Carey for Precious. Number 8, David Bowie for Labyrinth. 7, Jennifer Hudson for Dreamgirls. Number 6, Michael Jackson for The Wiz. Number 5, Prince for Purple Rain. Number 4, Jennifer Lopez for Selena. Number 3, Whitney Houston for The Bodyguard. Number 2, Cher for Moonstruck. And number 1, Eminem for 8 Mile. Now, there's a few others that I could have added. Let me pull up a list. Barbra Streisand had some pretty good performances, and stuff like Funny People, and Elvis Presley had some pretty decent performances. Will Smith was really good in Pursuit of Happiness. Could have also gone with Diana Ross for The Wiz as well. Olivia Newton-John for Grease. Bette Midler is a good one. Dolly Parton gave some pretty good performances. Queen Latifah. Ice Cube's a good one. Tupac. I could have also gone with Mark Wahlberg as well. Janet Jackson for Poetic Justice. She was really good in that. But that's pretty much all. Let me leave it to you guys. Who are your favorite movie performances by a music artist? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.